Yes, thank you for having me here in this session. And at the very outset, I must be thankful because the great job, right, the ELC has been doing all these years, and this great initiative, I have been informed, right, that the first ELC was initiated by one of our great engineer, right, engineer Mr. Kamal Hossain bhai, who has been our senior, right. I have learned a lot of input regarding his contribution to ELC, and today's ELC is definitely the seeds that these great people have sowed, right? Okay, almost 25 years back, and I was really excited to have been a part of this great session when I came to know that this session will be as a key resource person, he will be contributing in the session. As most of our participants must be aware about his depth and insights, right? Okay, being an engineer, right? Okay, he has, in his accolades, added quite many higher degrees, right, in economics, in development studies, and other things, right? Okay, it shows his interest in the broader education sector and his intention to contribute at the national level. So I wonder how he manages his time, right, for our young learners, right, to motivate. So it's a great session, I believe, and I am sure that the students have taken a lot. The interesting thing is I would like to connect my own experience. I was the first one when I joined DUET in 2000, and first time I was handed over with the responsibility of adding this phonetics into the English syllabus. During those measurable days, English was existing only in partial component or proportion. English existed with economics, right? Okay, I'm sure those senior students are quite aware of this. And today we can see that English as an independent course, right? Okay, at least in some department, right? It's existing in 9 credits, even more than that, right? Okay. So it was a journey, right? We adopted almost in the 2012, 2013 onwards that we took this goal into existence, and for implementation, I had to go through many challenges, right? From the partial 1.5 credit English course, today it is almost 8.5, 9.5 across almost all the departments, right? And those who have been the catalyst behind this motivation and the extension of these, right? Okay. And I'm sure our upcoming graduates and the running graduates, right, okay, will be benefiting from these, right? And I'm thankful to particularly Kamal Hossain bhai for taking this and for taking our interested, inquisitive learners, right, okay, into this motivation. Because in those days when I was teaching phonetics, I found our students were really struggling because it is something new. Actually, learning English and its different components, right, okay, is about learning a new culture, right? Now, one of the components that I added into phonetics, I found in the first few batches, students were finding it really difficult. And in the exam, I noticed that students were deliberately trying to skip this. 70, 80% students were trying to skip this topic when it was actually moderated for the final exam, right? It shows that in the class, even they had some, right, shallow level interest, right, okay, to say yes with me or so, right? But only 10 to 15% students, right, dare to attempt this. Now, when I got to know it from our president that engineer Kamal Hossain bhai is going to, yes, share his thoughts, insights, right? Okay, yes, on practical English phonetics, right? Okay, it was amazing for me, right? Because that is one of the soft corner that I have for this topic. Although I couldn't make my time, right? Okay, to be a part of it, Mithu has given me a floor at the conclusion of it, right? Okay? So I believe our students, right? Okay, having this great resource person, so having contributed on the importance of it, right? Okay, as we know, there is a saying in our mother tongue that who can speak better, right? Okay, he's so beautiful, right? He's so pretty. So speech makes someone's, right, personality, right? Okay, depth, weightage, right? Okay, and add values as well, right? Okay, if someone understands and appreciates my speech, right? Okay, it's not only accepting it, but it also adds my value, right? Okay, and the power of phonetics, right, and its different components, vowel sounds, consonant sounds, diphthongs, right? Okay, although this sounds very technical, right, but this really adds a lot of value on the speaker's speech, the purpose, right, and with a further insight on practical English phonetics, right? If our learners have really got into it, right? Okay, and they really go on applying it, right? Okay, and it makes their upcoming jobs easier, right? Because when the speaker adopting all the minimum standards, right, of native English, right? Yes, what we call British English normally, or British Southern English, which follows this British English, right? Yes. Although there are some differences with respect to American phonetics as well, but at the core, they're almost the same, right? Now, I'm sure with this expertise, right, okay, of someone might have contributed a lot on this, right? Now, as I'm drawing closer to it, right, I'm sure that like Kamal Bhai, right, all other seniors who have been in touch with our president is very vibrant and active in connecting all our earlier GS and presidents, right, okay, and our ELC is getting into its shape today. And I would like to request others who have been in the catalyst role, right, in taking this ELC in this shape today, right? The way Kamal Bhai has been motivating us, right? Okay. Yes, I'm addressing his brother because he's really my senior, right? Okay. I have joined after he has left, so he might be quite senior to me as well. And I'm sure Kamal Bhai will be in touch with us, right, in the upcoming agenda of ELC in fulfilling it, right? And we have one of the biggest agenda is coming up, right? Okay? And we like him actually to be in continuous touch and keep advising us in successfully implementing this program, right? And I'm sure our presidents will be sharing further, taking advice from our seniors so that we really succeed in implementing this agenda. And I would like to extend my wholehearted thanks for all the organizers who has been doing their, taking this as a priority, right? Okay? Yes. And Mithu and his delegates, right, okay, on behalf of ELC. So thank you for having me here. Thank you, Kamal Bhai, and all the organizers of ELC doing this great job. And I would like to wish best wishes for the participants. Thank you so much.